Hi everybody, Mitch, the ultimate multi-instrumentalist, and here you go. It's another version of a oboe repair maintenance 101 video. So, I'm going to talk about how to get rid of the octave key water. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. So, here it is. Well, this is not necessarily clogged, but I'll show you what to do. The very first thing you should do is get a swab. Let's see, I don't think this is the right kind of swab. So here, so get a swab and swab it first. That's the very first thing you want to do. Okay, just get rid of all the excess water from the inside of the instrument. So just swab it. Okay. And swabbing, probably eventually I should make a video about that too, because I don't necessarily want to pull all the way through, which I can with the silk swab, but that's a little bit more dangerous if you're not careful, and if the swab is kind of kinked up, then it's going to jam. But that's besides the point right now. So I just swabbed it, and then after I swab it, I take the top joint off. Okay. And then, if you could look at the first octave key or second octave key, either way, it most likely either one of them is clogged or both of them are. And stickiness may happen with this octave key. With the second octave key, I don't think so. Because it's manually operated right here, and directly this part is connected to the key, so you shouldn't have much of a problem with the stickiness. You can still force it open. But this one, this is merely popping up by the spring, so it may stick. Okay, so I'll explain to you that later. So, how do we get rid of water? So I just swabbed, so that's the very first thing you should do. And then, a lot of people do this thing while you're playing. Just open up the octave key and blow across. And sometimes that may be enough, but in a couple of minutes it may happen again. So, ultimately, we should get a small paper. And this is a cleaning paper that comes with like a care kit. Most oboe players use a cigarette paper, and that's handy because it's cheap. When you get a cigarette paper, though, either you should get one without any glue on it, okay, so no glue, or before you use it, just make sure to cut that off. Glue with water, you know what would happen. So, here's a cleaning paper. And open up the octave key. Do you see the first octave key open right there? And then stick it in underneath. Okay? So it stays like that. And then close all the holes like you always do. So like a G fingering. And then make sure to close that. Otherwise, so what the whole idea is, air is going to blow out from the octave hole. So if none of them is closed, it's not going to happen. And then blow. And then, if it's clogged up, you'll see the water coming out here. And then, do the same thing with the second octave key if you need to. And same thing, like that. Oh, if you didn't see what I just did, I just blew into it. And not just only blow into it, I actually push and open and close the octave key. Like that. And then, do the same thing for the second octave key. So I just open and close the second octave key. Okay. And if you do that, most likely you can get rid of the water. Okay. And then if it happens very, very, very frequently, ultimately you might want to have a repair technician check it and clean the octave vent hole. They're actually very small holes here, and here. And there is actually metal insert, and the hole is right in the middle. And it's like as small as a pinhole. So that's why Just a little bit of a dirt in there may actually cause that. So I'll probably make another video about the opening up those vents and to clean it. Okay. So let's see. Oh, so when this key, this first octave key, is not lifting up, then this is what I would do. So still, I have a cleaning paper, and just stick it in underneath, and then gently pull that out. You know, I like it just pushing it down a little bit, but some repair technician says that don't do that, and I kind of understand why. But you know what? I've done this many times, just pushing this down gently and then pull it out, and actually it works pretty well. And then the reason I'm pulling it out like that is the surface of the paper is, you know, still a little bit abrasive, you know, so it will just pull the crud off from the surface of the pad. That's basically the idea. Now, you can use a cleaning paper like this, but old method is actually using some paper bills, dollar bills, white dollar bills. Well, why would you use $100 bill? If you want to use $100 bill, that's okay too, if you feel rich. So I guess the type of a paper, the quality of the paper of the bills is pretty good to get rid of those cruds from the surface of the pad. And then another method is you can find what we call powder paper. You can find those. Do I have it in here? I don't think I have it here. So it's got a little bit of a powder on the surface, and that will actually help reducing the stickiness. But eventually, the excessive use of those powder paper may actually get you a little bit the residue on the surface of the pad, so that may cause more sticking. I never seen that happening, but that could happen. So use your own discretion when you use it. So those are the way to get rid of the water and the stickiness from the octave keys. Mitch the Ultimate Multi-Instrumentalist signing off.